Back, man. Yo, TEOFIMO Lopez, man. Some breaking news. Breaking news. Looks like TEOFIMO Lopez is joining up with Canelo Alvarez and Eddy Reynoso, Canelo's trainer. Trying to call out Bud Crawford, man. I think he's trying to navigate his way up to 154 pounds, man. I don't know how it's gonna work, man. That's a big jump for TEOFIMO. I think it's probably a very good decision, though, that he, at this stage in his career, he starts looking around for some, difference in training, man. I think he's come a long way so far with his dad, TEOFIMO Sr. But, at some point in your career, man, like a lot of these boxers, man, they do have to come to terms with the idea that switching up might be actually a good thing, And for nothing else, to explore the possibility of developing your skills and, kind of rectifying some of the areas where, you have an opportunity to grow in and see where that takes you, man. And it doesn't hurt to also to align yourself with a trainer that's very storied in their success. Reynoso's been around the block for a long time. He's been training a lot of different champions, and right now, he's the man behind, one of the biggest faces in boxing, which is Canelo Alvarez. So it's hard to make too much of an error in trying to chart those waters, man, for TEOFIMO. So hopefully something good comes out of this. What I'm not recommending, though, is to bark too hard at that Crawford tree, man. Not right now. TEOFIMO, he's the kind of dude that, like, you could always expect a pretty good show, man. This dude's gonna come out, he's gonna give you a good 110%, not only in the ring, but, in selling the fight. So there's a lot of, little bit of ingenuity in TEOFIMO's style, you know what I mean? Like, the dude really tries to, touch on all the different bases, man. Selling the fight, promoting the hype, and then trying to deliver once he's in there against the opponent. The back in the day when he fought Lomachenko, that was not a fight that I personally would have recommended at the time for him, because Lomachenko was like, basically considered just a little too fancy for everybody else, man, in terms of footwork and a lot of the stuff that you really didn't see in a fighter like TEOFIMO. Like TEOFIMO came in there with high energy and good movement, but a lot of that was more like a reflection of his youth. He just seemed young enough to do a lot of, bouncing around here and there. But the main statement with TEOFIMO has always been his power, his knockout power. And sometimes you watch a TEOFIMO fight, man, and he's hitting dudes clean, and they're not going down as easily as you would think. A shot that looked the way the shot looks would put somebody down, right? But I realized one thing with TEOFIMO, like, his shots are powerful, not just because he's strong, right, for his weight class. I think what really makes his shots, like, very impactful, especially the ones that you see in his knockout reels, his highlights, is that the accuracy is there. He doesn't, when he throws a punch that lands and is very impactful, it's not sloppy, it's very clean, but it's oftentimes pretty too, you know what I mean? Like, the different angles that he's using, all of that really adds to the pizzazz of the punch, and you get the impression after you watch a couple of the highlights, like, yo, this dude, his power is really up there. But TEOFIMO doesn't, he hasn't really shown to have too much of that one punch knockout power, you know what I mean? Like Gervonta Davis type of power, you know what I mean? Like, Davis, he's not showing you as pretty punches as TEOFIMO, but there's a lot of times where he only hits you one time and it's a wrap, you know what I mean? Such as in the case with Rolly Romero or with Ryan Garcia. TEOFIMO, he gives you a lot better of a setup, you know what I mean, before that punchline. He gives you a little bit more there's a little more tape rolling before you see that final conclusion, So you're still so satisfied when you see the fucking knockout that you're just like, yo, man, fuck it, I'll take it. But Yeah, man, this is good news for Teofimo, man. Aligning yourself with, you know, one of the greats like Canelo, another one with in Eddy Reynoso. This can only be good for him, man. I think you know, the job that his dad has done with him has been particularly good, but it's important that he doesn't wait too long before he starts to, you know, explore other options that might help to really, you know, propel him to higher levels in his career. I just think right now, you know, Teofimo, you know, he must continue to, you know, talk and build his brand and promote and, you know, keep the excitement there. Keep a couple of haters on his ass, because, you know, Teofimo does benefit, in his opinion, from all that so-called negative energy from the haters, you know. But he just ain't ready for Crawford right now, man. Like I said, I had my doubts back in the day with Lomachenko, but he proved everybody wrong when he outboxed Lomachenko, because that's what the fuck he did. He outboxed Lomachenko. You know what I mean? It was just like one of those things where, you know, on paper Lomachenko was supposed to just, you know, clean this motherfucker up, but it didn't happen that way. Teofimo proved that, you know, he can strategize, that he can come out, he can fight, and that he got enough depth in his toolbox to surprise even some of the more special fighters in his weight class. So, but yeah, man, it's a little bit of breaking news. Eddy Reynoso, Canelo Alvarez, Teofimo Lopez. Let's see what happens, man. Hopefully this one is good for them, man. Anyway, check y'all next time. Peace.